They say when you become an owner-operator, you're finally free. No boss, no dispatcher, no one telling you what to do, and you are your own man. You are literally your own boss. It sounds amazing, right? But here's the truth. The truth is that freedom comes with a price tag, meaning it comes a cost to freedom. And most drivers aren't really ready to pay it because, see, when you're with a company, your biggest problem is time when you're a company driver. And when you are owner-operator, your biggest problem is everything, because the truck, the repairs, the insurance, the fuel, the taxes, getting the loads, getting the work itself, all of that, now it's on you. So people think, oh, I'll buy a truck, I'll get my own authority, I'll get my own company, and I'll make twice the money, right? So that's what the initial mindset of a company driver would say. But they forget that you're also taking twice the stress, twice the workload, twice the challenges that comes with being the owner operator of a business. And freedom isn't just owning a truck. Freedom is being able to sleep without worrying about your next breakdown. And freedom is being able to take a week off if you want to, without losing your house payment or without losing whatever it is that you have. And freedom really is peace of mind. And most so-called free owner-operators really don't have that. And let's be real, being an owner-operator really gives you control, but not necessarily comfort. Because if you get to choose your loads, your schedule, your routes, but every choice comes with a risk if you don't know how to set it up right, have automated or some form of systems that it will generate and help you build that without you necessarily being there. But you have to build that. You have to get to that. So one bad load, one tire blowout, one repair bill, and your freedom automatically turns into anxiety if you don't know how to work through that, if you don't know how to grow through it and have those systems in place. So when it does happen, you know, and you have a solution for that. You stop driving for joy on the road, and then you start driving for survival. But here's where the truth really gets interesting, because if you're smart, disciplined, patient, that same responsibility can actually set you free. So the key is not to jump into it emotionally or rationally. You have to move from a driver's mindset to a business operator's mindset. Right? Not just a business owner, but a business operator, right? There's a difference. Know how to operate the business. And because the moment you buy a truck, once you buy that truck, you're not just a driver anymore. You're a CEO. And you got to think in numbers, the actual facts of numbers, and not feelings of emotion and opinions. So you got to understand the cost per mile, the maintenance budgets, downtime, taxes, right? Depreciation, everything that goes on with the business. Because if you don't do that, if you don't help the business is not going to help you. That's the fact. And freedom isn't free. So you have to remember that it's earned through management, discipline, consistency, commitment, all of those things that really builds together if you really want that true financial independence, that financial lifestyle freedom that you seek for. Most people fail not just because they're bad drivers, but it's because they treat business like driving, as if driving is the only thing to keep the business going. And the truth is, it's not, because the thing is, people will tend to hustle without the strategy if they're thinking that business is like driving, and they chase miles instead of profit, and they think that busy means being successful, when in reality, in business, being busy can actually make you broke if you're not quote unquote busy or working towards the things that's actually going to help you generate that freedom. And if you really want that freedom, prepare before you buy, right? Prepare before you buy. Run the numbers, do your due diligence, research to confirm, so you have the facts instead of the opinions on what it could be, right? And you want to learn about how wherever freights move, wherever it is in the industry in general. You want to build cash reserves, get the advice from drivers who actually done it successfully, because once you go independent by yourself, there's no safety net. It's almost like you're operating as if you have everything you need and you're on your own. So it's just you, your truck, and the choices that you make every single day. But here's the beautiful side to this. Once you understand the game, once you treat it like a business, once you stop running emotional miles and actually start running smart and wise decisions on that, then that's when the true freedom kicks in. Not the freedom of work, but the freedom from fear. And you wake up knowing that you're in control of your destiny. Not because you own a truck, but it's because of your own decisions. And listen, the road doesn't care if you're a company or owner operator. It only respects those who move smart. So the badge on your truck doesn't define freedom. It's the mindset. Your mindset is the one that defines your true freedom. And if you really want to learn from drivers who are actually building this kind of freedom the right way, then come join our free CDL community. It's free. The link is down below. It's free. It's real, and it's filled with people who don't just dream, they execute, they get things done. They're smarter and wiser as it relates to helping you get to where you're trying to go. And you want to figure out and learn by people that already gone through that path before. You'll find knowledge, you'll find support, and that brotherhood, or that the link is in the description. It's not for promotion. This is for connection. This is to help you build. And the truth is, freedom is not just about running alone. It's better to work with somebody that is already in the same space as you, is sharing a similar type of goal, and that's already there that you're trying to get to, versus you doing it by yourself. So it's about learning from those who've already walked that path, that road before you. So either way, again, links down in the description below. Join that free community. Worst case scenario is what? You took the chance, and you never know what would that lead to. But it'll lead you to this, to learning, to education, to building, to growing, to being in a place where you can really have that true financial independence, not just being the owner operator, but really owning a business, a system to generate that financial income and financial independence. So meantime, between time, stay sharp, stay humble, and keep the wheels turning on the smart and wise things. And I'll see you on the other side.